Language is central to human existence. It is impossible to imagine our existence without language. It is language which defines humans. With such an emphasis on such an important aspect of humans, it becomes imperative to understand how it works and how we learn. All the studies in the domains of language are focused in three major areas. They are the structure of language, the function of language, and the acquisition of language. In each one of the three, the role of human mind is critical. In the initial understanding of language acquisition, the role of human mind was partly or totally ignored. However, biologically grounded generative foundation of language acquisition has brought in the role of human mind as a critical aspect in learning of natural language. In this course, we are going to be looking at such a capacity which is responsible for telling us the relationship between the two, that is natural language and human mind. We are going to be looking at some of the particular aspects of human mind and natural language which are responsible in making such a relationship obvious. The role of human mind is critical to the extent that language becomes a child's play, and it is empirically viable from our experience that we find children learning language so effortlessly. What happens and what gives children the capacity to learn language so effortlessly? No instruction is required. Children has intrinsic tendency to learn to speak. However, we find no children with such an intrinsic tendency to learn to write. The input from immediate society is responsible for facilitating learning of language, that is acquisition of language. Human mind receives input from immediate society. That input is totally limited and fuzzy in nature. However, the output which comes after processing of this input in human mind is totally grammatical and infinite. It is the functioning of human mind which is responsible for limited and fuzzy input being translated as infinite output with grammatical structure. Human mind is responsible for such a processing. In that process, what we find is human mind develops generative capacity. There are two particular aspects in human mind which are language acquisition device and universal grammar. Both of them put together are responsible for constructing the body of knowledge which is known as knowledge of language. And this knowledge of language is an outcome of innate capacity of human mind.